This is Global Yankee 2.0 with breaking news from Northern California. A rapidly growing wildfire is forcing emergency evacuations as firefighters battle dangerous flames fueled by dry vegetation and strong coastal winds. Officials say the fire is threatening nearby communities, prompting an urgent response from multiple emergency agencies. Residents are being urged to stay alert, follow official evacuation orders, and avoid the affected areas while crews work tirelessly to slow the wildfire's advance.
From the air, the scale of the wildfire is becoming increasingly clear. Massive flames continue to spread across rugged hillsides, sending thick columns of smoke high into the California sky. According to local officials, difficult terrain and changing wind conditions are making containment efforts especially challenging. Firefighters are closely monitoring the fire's direction as weather conditions continue to influence its movement. Mandatory evacuation orders remain in effect for communities closest to the wildfire. Families have been packing essential belongings and leaving their homes as emergency crews move door to door, helping ensure residents reach safety. Authorities stress that evacuation orders are issued to protect lives, warning that fire behavior can change rapidly and leave little time to escape once conditions worsen. On the front lines, firefighters continue working around the clock to defend homes, protect critical infrastructure, and slow the wildfire spread. Ground crews are using water hoses, heavy equipment, and carefully planned fire lines while coordinating closely with aerial support. Officials say their primary mission remains protecting lives while preventing the flames from reaching additional neighborhoods. Above the fire zone, specialized air tankers continue dropping fire retardant across vulnerable hillsides in an effort to slow the advancing flames. These precision drops help create protective barriers, giving firefighters on the ground valuable time to strengthen containment lines. Pilots are operating under difficult conditions, navigating heavy smoke and shifting winds as the emergency response continues. Firefighting helicopters continue flying non-stop over the active wildfire, making repeated trips between nearby lakes and the fire zone. Each aircraft carries thousands of gallons of water, releasing it over the hottest sections of the blaze to slow its advance. Officials say these coordinated aerial operations are critical, especially in areas where steep terrain limits access for ground crews. Every successful water drop gives firefighters more time to strengthen containment lines and protect nearby communities. Authorities have closed a section of California Highway 1 near the wildfire to protect motorists and allow emergency crews to operate safely. Law enforcement officers have established checkpoints, and drivers are being redirected to alternate routes. Officials are urging the public to stay away from the affected area, warning that smoke, falling debris, and rapidly changing fire conditions make travel extremely dangerous. Residents are encouraged to rely on official emergency alerts for the latest road information. Across the region, emergency shelters have opened to support residents forced to leave their homes. Volunteers are providing meals, drinking water, medical assistance, and temporary accommodations for displaced families. Many evacuees describe leaving with only a few personal belongings as they responded to evacuation orders. Community organizations and local agencies continue working together to assist those affected while the wildfire remains active. As firefighters gain access to some affected areas, the wildfire has left behind visible destruction. Burned structures, damaged vehicles, and scorched landscapes highlight the intensity of the blaze. Officials are continuing damage assessments and have not yet released final figures on structural losses. Authorities emphasize that their immediate priority remains public safety and ongoing firefighting operations, while recovery assessments continue. The wildfire has also caused significant damage to California's natural landscape. Large sections of forest have been burned, leaving behind charred trees and smoke-covered hillsides. Environmental experts say it will take time to fully evaluate the ecological impact once the fire is under control. For now, firefighters remain focused on containing the blaze and preventing it from spreading into additional communities as weather conditions continue to be closely monitored. Weather continues to play a major role in the wildfire emergency.
Fire officials say dry vegetation, low humidity, and shifting wind patterns are creating conditions that can quickly change the direction and intensity of the flames. Even a small increase in wind speed can carry burning embers far beyond the main fire line, increasing the risk of new spot fires. Emergency crews are closely monitoring weather forecasts and adjusting their strategies throughout the day to respond to changing conditions.
During the latest emergency briefing, local officials urged residents to remain calm and follow evacuation instructions without delay. Authorities emphasized that protecting lives remains the highest priority, while firefighters continue working under difficult conditions. Officials also encouraged the public to rely on verified emergency alerts and official updates rather than unconfirmed information circulating online. They promised to provide additional updates as new information becomes available. Behind the scenes, emergency coordination centers remain active around the clock. Teams of fire officials, meteorologists, law enforcement agencies, and emergency managers are analyzing satellite imagery, weather forecasts, and field reports to coordinate the response. Every decision, from deploying aircraft to issuing evacuation warnings, is based on real-time information designed to protect communities and improve firefighter safety. As night falls across Northern California, the wildfire continues burning through rugged terrain. The glow of flames can be seen from miles away as firefighters use cooler nighttime temperatures to strengthen containment lines and protect threatened areas. Although darkness can improve visibility of the fire itself, difficult terrain and heavy smoke continue to present serious challenges for emergency crews working through the night. Beyond the impact on people and property, the wildfire is also affecting local wildlife. Animals are being forced to flee their natural habitats in search of safer ground as smoke and flames move through forested areas. Wildlife officials continue monitoring conditions and assessing potential impacts on the region's ecosystems. Environmental experts say recovery for both forests and wildlife may take months or even years after the fire is fully contained.
As the wildfire continues to burn, thick smoke has spread across nearby communities, reducing visibility and affecting air quality throughout parts of the region. Health officials are advising residents, especially children, older adults, and those with respiratory conditions, to remain indoors whenever possible, keep windows and doors closed, and follow local air quality advisories. While firefighters focus on containing the flames, public health teams continue monitoring conditions and providing safety guidance to affected communities.
Firefighters remain fully engaged in containment operations across the fire zone. Bulldozers are creating fire breaks, hand crews are clearing vegetation, and aircraft continue supporting ground teams whenever weather conditions allow. Officials say every containment line is carefully planned to slow the wildfire's progress and protect nearby homes. Although crews have made progress in some areas, emergency managers caution that the wildfire remains active and conditions can change quickly. As daylight returns, the full extent of the wildfire becomes more visible. Burned hillsides, scorched trees, and lingering smoke reveal the impact of the blaze across the landscape. Emergency teams are inspecting affected areas, while firefighters continue extinguishing remaining hotspots. Authorities say damage assessments will continue as soon as conditions are safe enough for crews to enter every impacted location. Even as firefighters continue their work, recovery efforts are already beginning in some communities. Utility crews are inspecting power lines, local agencies are preparing assistance for displaced families, and relief organizations are coordinating resources for those affected. Officials stress that returning home will only be allowed after evacuation orders are lifted and safety inspections are complete. The recovery process is expected to continue well beyond the emergency response. The California wildfire remains an active and developing emergency, with firefighters, law enforcement, and emergency management agencies continuing their response around the clock. Authorities urge residents to stay informed through official emergency alerts and to follow evacuation instructions without delay if their area is affected. As conditions continue to evolve, verified information will remain essential for keeping communities safe.
We will continue monitoring this story and bring you the latest confirmed updates as they become available.